All right. Greetings. Welcome back to Black Bear News, where everything is connected. How y'all doing? And welcome. um, Everything is connected. All the viewers are smarter than the average bear, and I'm drinking ginger tea instead of coffee, so I'm not promising much. No, I'm going to do the regular thing that I do every time. But what's happening? Hope you all enjoyed your long weekend. If you had a long weekend, or maybe you just did the same things as always. I don't know. A lot of people just. I'm kind of one of those people that just does the same things as I always do. We're live on YouTube, Rockfin, Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you know what to do. You know what to do. Like, retweet, and then get up in the chats and send me a hey. A hey, how you doing? Sorry you can't get through, but if you leave a name and your number, then we'll get back to you. Anybody know that De La Soul song? No, nobody knows that song. Anybody? Yeah. I'm just looking at the chats. What's up? Extra Bola, Gene, John, Clayton, the Devil's Therapist, or the Devil's the Rapist, whichever you like. Gregory, going south. Some folks checking out Rockfin. What's up? Anybody watching on Rockfin? Osama says howdy on Rockfin. If you're on Rockfin, you know what to do. All right. So what's happening is just, I don't know, man. I don't I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about the mayhem that is, the absolute mayhem that is our new, I don't know, the new normal, I guess. It's hard to really, I don't know, put it into some kind of perspective. Just things are just really wild, And I mean, I think that people might be legitimately freaking out. Are you? I am. I mean, I think people are legitimately like, what the hell is going on? There was another major windstorm, weather event, rainstorm, flooding in Dallas. And I only found out about it from my Facebook. People were like talking about their power being out and having, not being able to get to work or do the things that they needed to do. And I was like, what's going on? I started seeing all these posts on my Facebook feed, and I was like, what is going on? I have a lot of friends all over the country, basically because I used to travel as a musician, and I have friends in many cities around the country. So I can kind of gauge when something is going on. I can kind of gauge, something significant is going on in Detroit or Dallas or, Alabama or Florida or whatever. But let's look at a couple of these things. It's actually getting kind of warm here. It's the warmest part of the day. It's just probably not a great idea to start my show in the warmest part of the day, but that's what we're doing. Go figure. But the warmest part of the day means the slowest, performance from my computer. That's what that means. Because my computer no likey. It don't like. Did it even get this? Oh, geez. Yeah, it's really slow already. We haven't even started the show, and it's really slow. Maybe maybe I'll cancel out. Maybe I'll cancel out one of my. I have like 3 browsers going, so maybe I'll cancel out one of my browsers for now. I always see these things on the sidebar about what is going on, man. Okay, Twitter's just freaking out. On top of that, okay, well let's do away with Brave and see if things get any better. Oaklawn and Dallas, Texas this morning, 70 to 80 mile per hour winds. Jeez, us. Are you guys still there? Can you see me? There you go. Maybe got it. Also, my desktop is just full of things, so that's never good. I really have to keep on top of my computer maintenance. Anyways, this is Oaklawn in Dallas this morning. There's more of these. Anyways, I saw on a sidebar Diamondbacks playing the Texas Rangers. Oh, okay. Don't worry, there's still baseball. Even when things are falling apart, they're still going to try and play some baseball today. Come on now. Ooh-wee, guys. Is it time for the ice blocks already? Flooding scenes in Dallas today as intense storms hammer the area. But have fun getting to the baseball game. Wow. This is in Garland, Texas. It might actually be time for the ice blocks. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. And standstill traffic on the 35 East in Dallas due to cars taking cover under an overpass from hail. Well, wouldn't you? Some people were like, oh my God, what are these people doing? I'd be like, well, if it were my car and I was close to the overpass, I might stop too. Basically, they're huge hailstorm and everybody just parked when they could. I think I know exactly this overpass. I've been on this freeway before. I know exactly this overpass. Sorry, it's very slow. I might have to go get some ice blocks, y'all. But it kind of sucks because it left everybody who was out in the hailstorm out in the hailstorm. So, yeah, they just stopped. They were like, "Oh, I'm going to stop right here and wait till it's over." But that left everybody else kind of in a lurch. More tornado damage. This is in Charleston, Kentucky. Some wild and woolly. Lots of tornadoes going on. Luckily, we know that, it's a tornado machine and they can turn it off any moment. No, wait. I'm kidding. the reality is that we're screwed because this is just going to get weirder and worse, right? It's just going to be tornadoes, winds, storms, hurricanes, floods until civilization is kaput. Gene, you got some rain and the air is cool. All right. I'm happy for you. This is on the north side of Dawson Springs. I don't know where that is. But dang. But dang. We have somebody who wrote something in The Guardian about how if we only just take these radical steps, we're going to fix the climate change. I don't know. Do you guys want to hear it? I'm pretty skeptical. You want to hear this riveting article about how we're going to fix climate change? Let's see. Oh, all right. We'll try it. Let's see. Well, let's just get right into it. No need for the dilly-dally. I already feel apprehensive. I haven't even read this article. No, I actually scanned through the article, but just looking at it makes me feel a little cringy. Humanity's survival is still within our grasp. It's almost out of reach, guys. RFK Jr. says capitalism will find a fix for climate change. Oh. Capitalism, really? Meh. Anyways, only if we take these radical steps, reduce emissions, build resilience, repair ecosystems, and remove greenhouse gases. I mean, sure. Those all sound very logical and pretty clear. The question is, are we actually going to do all that? In 2008, the late American climate scientist Wally Brecker, warned of the global repercussions of polar ice loss. Today, his predictions echo louder than ever as Greenland ice hemorrhages at an alarming rate, threatening rapid sea level rise. Over the past 15 years, the Arctic Circle region has been heating up at 4 times the global average. It's now more than 3°C above levels in the 1980s. In 2023, we witnessed a staggering loss of Antarctic sea ice. Over the past year, land and ocean temperatures have soared far beyond what was anticipated for El Nino. Global average temperatures have breached the 1.5°C mark. Hey! Well, at least he's in reality, which is great. At least this man is operating in reality. I'm sorry, this is David King, by the way. Sorry about that, David. Indicating that climate transition has been unleashed. From record-breaking wildfires across continents to catastrophic floods threatening to submerge major cities, extreme climate events have become the new norm, causing massive loss of life and economic damage worldwide. Yet, despite mounting evidence and urgent pleas, meaningful action falters. Global prosperity has historically emerged from fossil fuels. But the stranglehold of fossil fuel giants, generously subsidized by governments and financially backed by banks, places short-term profits over the planet's survival. This entrenched dependency stymies efforts to transition to a sustainable future despite the urgent need for change. GDP growth remains sacred while climate, biodiversity, health, and social equity are sacrificed, condemning future generations to inherit a ravaged planet. I say this acutely aware of how making such statements can appear as virtue signaling, particularly to those in the global south, where development is still taking hold. This is not primarily about denying them their pathway, but changing where those of us in the developed world stand and perhaps our final destination. On our current path, civilization as we know it will disappear if we meet current commitments only, net zero by 2050. Perhaps some form of humanity will survive, managing the challenges of continued extreme weather events, ice loss, and sea level and temperature rises. Well, I mean, how long are we going to be able to manage the extreme weather events we're seeing right now? I mean, it's literally just wiping out city after city after city every single day. Extreme weather events. Like, how long is that going to go on before economies collapse? Local and regional economies start collapsing. Like, seriously. Anyways, we have to, but we have agency to change this. And a thriving future is still on the table. To grasp it, we must embark on a radical journey encompassing an essential for our planet pathway. That is cute, isn't it? For our planet. Get it? For our planet. This means reducing emissions. Okay. Well, first of all, let's go with the problem with the first one, which is reducing emissions means lower GDP, lower economic activity. Period. Because building new infrastructure in order to reduce emissions from magical, fairy tale technology is actually going to increase emissions, right? Because we're going to get busy mining and drilling and making and delivering and shipping all these parts for these new magical fairy tale technologies, the rebuildables. So the reality of reducing emissions is literally lower economic activity. That's literally all it is. Lower economic activity. And we will not accept that until somebody with some humanity and some ethical, some very strong ethical and moral convictions, somehow gets into power. And the crazy people will not allow that. The crazy people will not allow somebody with those kinds of moral and ethical standards to get into power. So, although I think this is, number one is a kind of a duh, yeah, but the people in power will not allow that to happen. Period. End of story. And renewable energy as a pathway to reducing emissions is a fairy tale technology that will not happen. That will not help. End of story. So how are we going to allow ourselves to experience reduced economic activity in order to do that? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not sure how that one works out until, or unless there is a big enough mountain of people who are willing to go out there and get in the way, or stop stop being a part of it. There are there are ways we could do that. If a mountain of people decided to not take part in the system, I saw an interesting meme the other day. Back in the Roman times, people would, as a form of protest, entire populations of cities would leave the city, leaving the elite, the wealthy, to fend for themselves. So all the people that made everything go, all the workers and the the little cogs in the machine, the little engines that could, all those people just left the city and left elite people to kind of experience what collapse feels like. So, if enough of us, basically changed our entire lifestyles to not engage with the system, or engage as least as possible with the system, to buy as little as possible, to literally suck the energy out of the system, we could do it that way. Well, it's interesting, Gene. Gene says just go on strike, focused only on the rich elites. There was a campaign aimed at celebrities that supported Israel, right? Celebrities and companies, and they were people were blocking them, or unfollowing them, blocking them from their social media accounts. I mean, that's how much does that hurt? I don't know. You hurt me. You blocked me on social media. I'm just saying, you could take something like that campaign and to a little bit bigger of a level. I don't know. Gene says no one cooks, shops, cleans, drives, defends, works for the rich a-holes. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I mean, people would, yeah, it would be like a general strike. People would just have to not go to work for a week, not buy any gasoline for a week. I swear to God, if a few million people, 4 or 5 million people, just stop buying gas for a week, you would see the attention span of the fossil fuel industry move like that. They would be like, what's happening? What is going on? Oh, we gotta, we gotta do something. We gotta placate their feelings somehow. Anyways. We have to send out some lip service right away so we can let them know that we're not going to continue burning fossil fuels, even though we're totally intent on burning more fossil fuels. Anyways, be one way to do it. All right. That was number one. Removing the excess greenhouse gases already in the atmosphere. Again, we don't have technology at scale to do that. And one of the best way, the first way to do that is to stop putting them there in the first place. But getting rid of them, I don't know, man. There are several large machines in Iceland that are sucking the carbon out of the air, and supposedly sequestering it. But what do we need? Like 300,000 more of those machines, or I think it's 300 million more of those. I don't know. We need a lot of those machines to suck the excess carbon out of the air. So that's problematic. The next one, repairing ecosystems. Well, yeah, lovely. How do we do that? One of the best ways we could repair ecosystems is to stop being there. Just remove the people from the ecosystems. Like, you don't have to get in there and go, oh, we're repairing the ecosystem. No. The best thing you could do is remove humans from the ecosystem And the ecosystem will do just fine. The ecosystem will just start repairing. It'll be like, oh, this is great. No more cars, no more people trampling all over me, no more people like pooping all over me and coming to hike my mountains and coming to do my things and, pissing in my oceans, and like just remove the people from the ecosystems. Ecosystems will be like, great, repair. Yes, the children of Kali technique. Yes, possibly, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's an interesting, you know, that example in the book is good. If you get people nervous enough, if you make people a little bit nervous, might be they might be nervous enough to change their ways. I don't know. Strengthening local and global resilience against inevitable climate. That I don't even know. I don't understand. What? Build homes underground? Build homes in tree? That one I don't know. I don't know how to do that one either. Resilience to what? To what? I mean, I guess, try to build what? To fortify your houses, your neighborhoods? Probably would look something like people sharing fortified living spaces, right? Instead of people just out there on their own in their own houses, which, some people might be able to afford to fortify and some people won't be able to. But what's happening right now on the planet is that the weather is going like, I don't care. Whatever you got, I'm bigger than you. Whatever you think you got, I'm much bigger than you. And good luck stopping me in the future. That's how it's going right now. That's how it's going down right now. So I don't know, but the resilience part, I have no idea. So these are all great ideas if somehow they could actually be realized in the real world. But I just don't. Nothing tells me that any of this is going to be realized in the real world. So, I mean, this is what nature thinks of our current level of resilience. Let's see if we can get this going. Oh, is it going to work out? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Sorry, it's just a little slow today. This is what nature thinks of our current level of resilience. Ha. Anyways, it is absurd to think, as some influential fossil fuel leaders claim, that we can continue our economies based on the burning of fossil fuel. Oh, hold on. Are you guys still there? Can you still hear me? I don't know what's going on. Ha. I feel like everything's still on. Let me know if you can still hear me. I don't know. I just got a weird message from StreamYard that my browser got disconnected. Anyways. And then we can continue our economies based on burning fossil fuels because scientists are finding ways to capture the emissions from continued use. Recent analysis shows that annual global GDP costs due to extreme weather events could rise towards 100% of global GDP around the end of the century. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, thanks, guys. Meanwhile, the transition away from the fossil fuels is already underway, blah, blah, with renewables. Okay, and then we just get into just, oh my God, fantasy land. Hydropower, geothermal, distributed energy. So, I mean, all these are great if we do them on a way smaller level, right? If there's like half the people using all these technologies or a quarter of the people using these technologies, but everybody trying to use these technologies just means the same amount of destruction. Don't you know that, sir? Meanwhile, the transition away from fossil fuels is already underway with renewables, hydropower, geothermal energy, distributed energy storage, electric transport, nuclear energy. Oh my God. Already operating at competitive economic levels. For instance, Kenya has already achieved more than 90% electricity production from renewable sources, an enormous advantage to its economy. The rate of global transition, however, properly led by government regulations and removal of subsidies for fossil fuel recovery, could and should be increased tenfold. Implementing the 4Rs must be seen as a proper risk management cost, offsetting the very large financial loss figures projected. Blah, blah, blah. So how are we going to remove these? We're going to have to remove 10 to 20 billion tons of carbon per year until the end of the century. We must start this process immediately. How? How do we? Okay, I've had it with this article. I've had it. I mean, the people that write these articles and try to think their way through this are so. You'll plant a few trees, Pam Ham. Good job. Yes, why not? The people that write these articles are so, like, I don't know, married to civilization as we know it. They're just too ensconced in it. And, benefit from it on some levels, right? They probably have some money. They're pretty well off. They have a house, nice house. They don't want anything to change, really, radically. And that's the problem. These people should not be writing these articles. This is not radical. He said that somehow this is radical. This is not radical. This is typical status quo pussyfooting. And that's not going to happen anyways. We're going to collapse long before any of these things actually happen. Sorry for my negativity. But it just ain't gonna happen. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I try to keep it real, Pam. Thank you. I'm gonna check in on my Rockfin people real quick. Hopefully you guys are okay there. I don't have my browser up, so I don't have the browser that Rockfin's on up. Don't know if that really affects it or anything, but hopefully not. I done turned it off. No. Oh my god, I think I've done a bad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, Rockfinners. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this is a bad idea. All right. Well, let's escape that. Sorry, Rockfin people. Just everything's moving too slow for me to even open the browser. And we'll have to. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. Okay. Everything's okay, I guess. Y'all there still? Hopefully. Crap. Should have got the ice blocks. Is this thing on? All right. Can you guys hear me? Everybody, can you hear me? I don't know. I can't really tell what's going on. Can y'all let me know if you still get, please? Anyways, I'm gonna leave that article alone, because I've had just about enough. Anybody? You guys still there? I don't know. Can you tell me if you're still getting a stream, please? I don't know. I'm not really sure if everything's frozen. Yikes. Hey boy. No? Doesn't seem like it. Hold on. All right. Sorry, thanks guys. I don't know. It just everything froze on my end, so I couldn't really tell if it was still happening. But we're still on, and the ice is out. So, oh, good, great. Thanks, thanks, Osama. I got you. I got your message. Thank you. I called it. All right. Well, let's look at these really ridiculously intense storms that have been happening in the last few days, day or two. Part of this is also my it's my bad. My desktop is completely stacked full of stuff. It's like hot. My don't have a lot of memory free. Got too much stuff on my desktop. That is my fault. But if I can't get anything to open, it's kind of makes it difficult to keep doing the show. But we'll see. We'll see. Are y'all gonna open? You gonna open up for me, please? Anybody? I don't know. I don't know, guys. It is going to be an exciting hurricane season, yes. Oh, geez, guys. Well, I don't know. Everything is slow to a crawl on my computer, and I really don't know what else to do about it. I will take this moment right here to say if you enjoy this content, when that content is happening, if you enjoy watching it every day, for free 99 Monday through Friday, please consider supporting the channel financially. There are links below where you can do that. All the usuals: PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, coffees, etc. And to those who already support the channel in that way, you know who you are, and thank you. Okay, this thing finally opened up. Strong windstorm hit Sawangan Permai of Depok in West Java, Indonesia. Eventually it's going to open up. Here we go. Good Lord. It's really the beginning of this. Here we go. Holy shit. Almost got blowed up. This is very alarming. Hundreds of broiler chickens. Hold on. Come on, man. In Honduras, dropped dead from heat. And this show is dropping dead from heat right now. But we're gonna crawl to the close, I guess. But this is pretty well. Hundreds of broiler chickens have died on a farm in Copan, Honduras, due to high temperatures affecting the country. Remember the huge heat dome that's over the Gulf and Central America is bringing some pain to the area. Well, and if hundreds of chickens can drop dead from the heat, hundreds of other animals can drop dead for the heat. Oh, I forgot. We're animals too. All right, I was going to play this video from Ben Swan, but I don't think I will because I just don't think I have the capacity. Yeah, guys. Well, it's kind of crawling today, and I apologize for the crappy stream quality. I'm going to take full responsibility for that. Let's see if I can get out of here, and if anybody has contributed to the show, I'll thank you now. I got to end the show at 5 anyway, so. By the way, guys, if anybody has had any issues donating by way of one of the donate apps, can you please let me know? If you've had any like funny business go on or something strange. I mean, mostly I feel like they are working just fine, but who knows? Oh, thanks, Pam Ham. Appreciate it. Glad you guys are all here. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Yeah, sorry, the show is a little bit creaky today, and I will try to. Oh, my audio is garbled. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is another day. Sorry. Okay, that was a long time ago. All right. Thanks for hanging out today. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your eyes, your ears, and your conscience, and especially thank you for the conversation. I'll see you all tomorrow at the regular time. Hopefully, it'll be a little. I'll do my best to make it a little more smooth. I just got too much going on. It's too hot, and a bunch of things came together to kind of slow me down. But y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, peace.